are some common trigonometric identities. Here are the formulas that you need to know. So here we have a right triangle. Across the angle is theta, and the left side is opposite side. This side is adjacent to it, and across the 90-degree angle is a hypotenuse. So the first formula that you need to know and familiar with are the three trig formulas associated with this K expression, which is SOHCAHTOA. The SO on this part is associated with sin of theta is equals to opposite divided by hypotenuse. The CA part is a cosine of theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. And the TOA is a tan of theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. So these are the three trigonometric formulas. Let's begin with the first problem. Let's say we have sin times secant times, and let's say that equal to tangent times. So we're going to use step number 1. We're going to convert everything into sins to cosines. Now you could start with the left side of the equation and make it look like you like the right side of the equation. Or you could start with the right side and then make that equivalent to the left side. Or maybe you could start with both and make them equal to each other. So right now, I'm going to leave the sin function the way it was. We know that the secant is over cosine. You can write this one as sin times over 1. Sin times 1 is just sin. And on the bottom, if we multiply these 2 times cosine is cosine. And based on the formulas that we wrote earlier, we know that sine divided by cosine is tangent. Now, let's move on to our next example, number 2. Tangent squared times cotangent squared, and that's equal to 1. Step 1.
So, with that tangent is sine over cosine.
Now we have the tangent squared. So we took 2 of them. So this is gonna be sine over cosine squared. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. We know that cotangent is cosine over sine, and this is squared as well. I'm going to distribute the exponent. This is a sine to the first power and it's raised to the second power. So 1 times 2 is 2. So this becomes sine squared, and the same is true with both cosine. We're going to raise cosine to this second power. So this becomes cosine squared times cosine squared divided by sine squared. Since squared divided by sin is 1, so basically we got 1 times 1, which is 1. That is for example 2.